As Professor of Geography at the University of Piemonte Orientale, UniUPO, and Director of the Study Center upon Tourism, I can certainly state that MAST Project has represented a great opportunity. The networks built first among the partners and then with all the participants and supporters allowed UniUPO to meet different points of view and share activities related to the main theme of sustainable tourism. Recently, the new Department for Sustainable Development and Ecological Transition has been created, increasing UniUPO attention to the field of sustainability. A good framework that MAST Project has improved, with the action carried out, the result achieved, and the people who participated. Teaching, research, and third mission initiatives have received important inputs from this project, which has seen many of our students participate by proposing and co-designing their business ideas.
The MAST project has allowed me to become part of a long and articulated project path. It has put me in contact with people and interesting realities of the Mediterranean that on several fronts deal with tourism, development, and sustainable territorial management. It has been put an opportunity to broaden my knowledge of many different organizations that at different levels are committed to the preservation and promotion of territorial local heritage. Providing assistance and support for bottom-up projects, it has opened new collaborations for future projects and woven new relationships with not only working terms but also of sincere friendships that I think are also the right and productive engine with which to build future positive projects for our territories.
Hello, my name is Marius Nomikos and I work as a consultant for the European Institute for Local Development in Greece, that is the leading partner of the MAST project about sustainable tourism, where we had the opportunity to offer training courses and other material for young entrepreneurs and people working or interested in the tourism sector.
The MAST project was, first of all, a stimulating human experience and training, demonstrating the enormous wealth and the beauty that characterizes our Mediterranean in particular. The MAST project represented a first opportunity to introduce and relaunch sustainable tourism with new business ideas.
The MAST project allows us as a MECTT NGO, first of all, to grow and to do new experiences with partners from different countries, not just European one, that are from the Mediterranean area, and so everyone with the same aim. And we worked in a strong and fantastic team that has led the project. And specifically being a project focused on the Mediterranean area, that is the main on which we work and part of our mission, it allows us to give to the Maltese country a big opportunity to grow, and specifically a training path and an opportunity to develop a business idea for young entrepreneurs and professionals who work in the sustainable tourism.
MAST project represented an important opportunity to link sustainable agriculture with sustainable tourism. In fact, NUNAGRI is an international farmers NGO and has as its first mission to contribute to farmers' development in the 5 countries covered by its activities.
The numerous participants in the MAST project from different countries such as Morocco, and the winners of this first edition of training is the demonstration of the growing willingness to engage in this sector.
In this project, we had the opportunity to work with partners from the Mediterranean, from the part of Europe and also Northern Africa, exchange our good practices and develop unique products for our beneficiaries. So the project is about sustainable tourism, and for us, sustainable tourism is the tourism that distributes more equally to the local communities and the society its revenues, and also has a neutral environmental footprint, and respects the culture of each area, and gives the opportunity to the tourist to get to know the culture in detail and in more depth.
Sustainable tourism is not a dream, an endpoint, or a goal to be achieved. I believe it's rather a tool or a set of tools that can provide daily support to the activities with which territories propose themselves on the tourist market. Sustainable tourist products are those that work in harmony with the environment, the community, and local cultures, so that they are the beneficiaries and not passive actors of tourist development. In this perspective, sustainable experiences need to be focused and nourished by the local bodies and communities' energies, as MAST has transmitted to us.
Sustainable tourism, for me, is that way of visiting and relating to a place which generates benefits and brings value both to those who make it and to those who receive it. These are choices and practices of travel of whatever kind, distance and duration, whose balance in terms of consumption, resources and impacts is overall non-deteriorating for the territories concerned. In addition, it is a tourism that affirms ways of traveling and knowing places, aimed at increasing and multiplying the culture and practices of sustainability at 360 degrees in travel, but also in lifestyles. Sustainable tourism leaves behind positive and productive impacts for what the tourists take with themselves as values, knowledge, memories, and for those who made this experience possible.
I think that the strength of sustainable tourism can mainly derive from the network of actors, not only belonging to different sectors, but also coming from different countries. Contamination and transdisciplinarity became keys to design shared scenarios and guiding post-COVID dynamics. There are emerging more and more proposals tied to outdoor activities and experiences, proximity tourism, spread heritages, and to slow practices.
I see sustainable tourism as a trend in growing affirmation, the horizon towards which they are moving with increasing conviction and demand, both the aspirations of those who travel, both the addresses of the offer proposed by destinations. I see a tourism that is increasingly determined by a kind of journey, even short, even of proximity, directed towards uncrowded places, not very touristy by convention, but more authentic, rich in stories and opportunities to meet local people and experience moments of real life. I think that new forms of tourism are becoming more and more popular, with a view to living genuine experiences, and that make you feel good. They are slow, in nature, and with the guidelines of the locals.
We think, in fact, as MAST NGO, that sustainability is important, and also in the tourism sector, that is one of the main of the Mediterranean area, and that the application of the sustainability in the tourism will give a lot of opportunity to grow to businesses and also to new startups to face the post-pandemic situation during which the tourism was affected a lot.
Sustainable tourism is, for me, in some way, the opposite of the MAST tourism. It means combining the management of resources in a balanced and sustainable way in order to meet economic, social and aesthetic needs, the knowledge of local traditions, and the protection of the environment, the integrity of the ecosystem, and the improvement of the quality of the life of residents.
And so we think that the sustainable tourism is one of the main activities and sector of the Mediterranean area that needs to be boosted also in the future, and we believe that in the tourist sector, that is one of the key sectors of the Mediterranean, should give a lot of cooperation opportunities for businesses and countries that are part of this area.
Sustainable tourism is a touristic approach to development. It is able to involve at the same time all productive sectors of a territory and to include the majority of the population by creating a virtuous economic cycle. Sustainable tourism, in our opinion, is the main solution to recover touristic sector after pandemic. In order to integrate territories and population in a more balanced economic system, according to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for 2030.
So, for us, in the near future, we firmly believe that this is going to be the new era of tourism, with offering to the tourism a new and more engaging opportunities to know the local communities, to know the culture, and also together with the leisure to be able to get to know the place that they are visiting, which is for us the key point in order also to start to have a better and mutual understanding.
Sustainable tourism is the present and the future of tourism. Economy, ethics, and environment are the fundamental principles on which sustainable tourism is based. In general, tourism is destined to grow, especially after the 2 years of pandemic, favored by the development of transport networks, interconnection, communication, and so on. It is an important economic and industrial sector which involves billions of travelers around the world. It is very clear that sustainable and responsible tourism is the only way to avoid worsening the condition of our planet, which is already deeply damaged, especially in our Mediterranean.
I hope that UniUPO and the Fund Tourist can be involved in other projects with our MAST partners and friends in order to capitalizing on methods and results acquired together.